Hollywood Unmasked. Michael J. Fox, the private battle of an icon. At 64, Michael J. Fox has entered a stage of life that has many people talking. Recent moments with his family have raised questions that fans simply can't ignore. People are now wondering what is truly happening behind the scenes and why his family seems more present than ever. Join us at Hollywood Unmasked as we take a closer look at the tragic diagnosis that has reshaped the life of Michael J. Fox and his family. Childhood upheaval. Michael J. Fox's childhood was shaped by constant movement. Long before he was a global superstar, he was a kid learning how to stay steady in a life that rarely stood still. His father served in the Royal Canadian Corps of Signals, meaning the Fox family moved often. By his early teens, Michael had lived in 5 different cities. This wasn't just a challenge, it was his first training ground. Humor became his quickest tool to break the ice in new schools. If he could make others feel at ease, he could feel at ease, too. When the family finally settled in British Columbia, Michael dreamed of hockey. But at 5 feet 4 inches, reality set in. A professional career on the ice wasn't going to happen. Losing that dream opened a door he never expected. He discovered acting in a high school drama class. The timing he used for jokes became timing for lines. And for the first time, he saw a path that felt both exciting and possible. The reluctant superstar. His rise in Hollywood didn't follow a neat plan. He had drive, confidence, and a quick sense of timing. Everything changed when he auditioned for Family Ties. NBC's president at the time famously said Fox didn't have the kind of face that belonged on a lunchbox. Audiences proved him wrong immediately. That triumph reached new heights with Back to the Future. To film both the movie and his sitcom, Michael barely slept, rushing from one studio to another and eating meals in the car. He became the face of a generation, carrying a sense of joy that audiences connected with instantly. But just as he reached this incredible high, life was preparing to throw him a challenge he never saw coming. The year everything changed. Michael was only 29 when he noticed a twitch in his finger. He brushed it off as stress, but the symptoms grew. When he finally saw a doctor, the diagnosis was Parkinson's disease. Hearing those words was shocking. He was young, fit, and at the peak of his career. Telling his wife, Tracy Pollan, was one of the hardest moments of his life. They cried together once, and then they agreed to face it together. He hid the diagnosis from Hollywood for 7 years, scheduling his medication around filming to appear steady on screen. But living this double life took a toll, and the emotional weight grew heavier each year. Alcohol and denial. Terrified of the future, Michael tried to run. Alcohol became a way to escape and numb the fear. The turning point came in 1992. After a night of heavy drinking, he woke up to find Tracy standing over him. Not angry, but disappointed. She asked one simple question: "Is this who you want to be?" The very next day, he quit drinking. Sobriety was the beginning of his real healing. He started therapy and learned to face his anger and sadness instead of hiding from it. By choosing sobriety, Michael didn't just stop drinking. He chose to truly live with his illness. The public reveal and the foundation. By 1998, the strain of secrecy was too much. When he announced his diagnosis publicly, it shocked the world. But for Michael, it was freeing. Soon after, he launched the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research. This wasn't a symbolic gesture. It was born out of urgency. Purpose began to replace despair. He went from quietly suffering to publicly advocating, using his platform to move science forward. The battle inside. Behind the scenes, Michael relies heavily on medication just to function. Parkinson's affects the brain's ability to produce dopamine. When the medicine works, he is mobile. When it wears off, his body can stiffen or freeze. In 1998, he underwent brain surgery to reduce severe tremors. While it brought some relief, the disease continued its slow progression. In his memoirs, he's been brutally honest. Without medication, he would be stone-faced and frozen. As his voice weakened and memory problems began to affect his ability to learn lines, he had to keep adjusting. Retirement and return. In 2000, Michael left his hit show Spin City to focus on his health and family. But the love for acting never left. He eventually returned in guest roles on shows like The Good Wife and Rescue Me, often playing characters who also had Parkinson's. This allowed him to perform without hiding. However, by 2019, the challenges became too great, and he made the difficult choice to step away from acting for good. The Rush Limbaugh controversy. In 2006, Michael appeared in a political ad for stem cell research. His symptoms were visible, and radio host Rush Limbaugh cruelly accused him of acting or skipping his meds for sympathy. Michael responded with calm clarity, explaining that he had actually taken too much medication, resulting in dyskinesia, uncontrolled movements. He used the moment to educate millions on how unpredictable and complicated Parkinson's treatment really is. Family is a lifeline. The core of Michael's strength is his family. Tracy Pollan has been his no-drama anchor for over 3 decades. Together, they raised 4 children, Sam, Aquinnah, Schuyler, and Esme, in a home where Parkinson's was never a secret or a source of fear. Humor became their greatest tool, easing the tension and ensuring that joy always had a place at the table. Their bond didn't erase the sadness of the disease, but it gave them the strength to face the long journey together. Michael J. Fox's story isn't just about a diagnosis. It's about the power of resilience and the importance of those who stand by us. If you found this look into Michael's journey moving, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Hollywood Unmasked for more deep dives into the lives of your favorite icons. Leave a comment below with your favorite Michael J. Fox memory. Michael J. Fox's story isn't just about a diagnosis. It's about the power of resilience and the importance of those who stand by us. If you found this look into Michael's journey moving, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Hollywood Unmasked for more deep dives into the lives of your favorite icons. Leave a comment below with your favorite Michael J. Fox memory. Michael J. Fox's story isn't just about a diagnosis. It's about the power of resilience and the importance of those who stand by us. If you found this look into Michael's journey moving, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Hollywood Unmasked for more deep dives into the lives of your favorite icons. Leave a comment below with your favorite Michael J. Fox memory. Can you imagine what it's like when the race of your life is run at a wide-open sprint, but your body is trying to pull you into a standstill? Michael J. Fox didn't just live a life. He fought a war that the world only caught glimpses of. While we were watching Marty McFly race against time in a DeLorean, Michael was racing against a clock that only he could hear ticking. Think about the irony. A man who became a global icon for his kinetic energy, his fast-talking, never-stop-moving persona, was forced to become the face of a disease that literally tries to freeze you in place. But here is the unmasked truth that makes this story legendary. Michael didn't lose that race. He changed the track. He took a diagnosis that was supposed to end his career in 10 years and turned it into a 35-year masterclass in resilience. He turned a twitching finger into a $2 billion foundation. He turned the pity of a public reveal into a power that has brought us to the doorstep of a cure in 2025. When you see his family surrounding him now, when you see Tracy holding his hand or his son Sam literally acting as his balance, You aren't seeing a man who is defeated. You're seeing a man who has finished the hardest laps of the race and is now being carried across the finish line by the people he loves most. The Intimidator Dale Earnhardt may have ruled the asphalt, but Michael J. Fox ruled the human spirit. He showed us that even when your limbs fail and your voice falters, your purpose can still roar. Michael once said, "I may not have a choice in having Parkinson's, but I have a choice in how I live with it." And as we look at his legacy today, it's clear he chose to be the man who never truly stood still. The Unmasked race. In the neon glow of '85, he was the fastest man alive. A teenage king with a crooked smile, running every Hollywood mile. From a stainless car to a family home, he was a king upon a tinsel throne. But while the cameras caught the spark, a shadow started in the dark. A finger shakes, a glass is spilled, the vibrant energy suddenly chilled. A whisper in the doctor's hall, "The higher you fly, the harder you fall." They gave him 10, they gave him less, a decade left of his success. But they didn't know the heart inside, or the strength of the girl who'd be his guide. Can you imagine when the race is wide, with nowhere left for a man to hide? When the body freezes, but the spirit screams, and the world starts mourning all your dreams. It's not the speed that defines the run. It's the miles you walk when the light is gone. Unmasked, unafraid, in the eye of the storm, he found a fire that keeps us warm. 30 years of gravity's debt, a broken face, but no regret. $2 billion for a future cure, a legacy that will endure. He's not the boy on the lunchbox now. He's the silver mane with the sweat on his brow. And when the tremors take his voice away, his silence has the most to say. He watched the screen, and he saw the end, a final curtain for a lifelong friend. He walked away with his head held high, beneath a cold and North Park sky. No pity here, no tears allowed. He's standing tall above the crowd. With Tracy's hand and his children's light, he's winning the race in the middle of the night. Can you imagine when the race is wide, with nowhere left for a man to hide? When the body freezes but the spirit screams, and the world starts mourning all your dreams. It's not the speed that defines the run. It's the miles you walk when the light is gone. So take each day just as it comes, through the tremors and the drums. Because the Intimidator may have won the track, but Michael's never looking back. The race is wide. The man is real. The mask is off,